Hello Carpologists and welcome back to the channel. Now today you join me on quite possibly the hottest day of the year. It's 31 degrees out and my ginger hair and fair skin are doing me no favours whatsoever. Luckily the guys over at Totalcool have sent me 5 of their favourite products out so that we can take a look at them. They'll help keep you cool on the bank, they'll help keep your food cool on the bank, and they'll help keep all of your tech charged. So let's get down into my swim, take a look at exactly what they have to offer. So as you've probably already noticed, I'm absolutely surrounded by Totalcool boxes. And that's because, as I said in the intro, they've sent their 5 favourite items down. And to be honest with you, I can kind of see why. I've had a little sneak peek in all of the boxes and the quality looks absolutely fantastic and they look like really good products. Now I know these are not necessarily things that you'd normally see within fishing. That being said, I think so many people these days are going for that long stay fishing type scenario that these types of items are going to make their way into the fishing industry more and more. I'm going to break this video down into 5 manageable sections so that we can talk about each item individually for a couple of minutes, give you a little overview of each one, and then at the end we'll bring all the products back together and I'll show you guys how you can link them up sort of in unison to create the ultimate sort of cooling and power solutions for your time on the bank or while camping, whatever you choose to use them for. So let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk about the Totalpower 144 power bank. Now obviously there's loads of different power banks on the market these days. That being said, this one is a little bit different. It's got an extreme amount of power in there. It's got lithium batteries, so it keeps it quite nice and lightweight. And obviously, when it comes to fishing, it's totally waterproof, which is always a good thing. It's got a nice little EVA case, and obviously all the cables that you require for charging, etc., are included in the packet as well. When you take a look at the actual unit itself, it's made out of really sort of tough, rugged plastic, which is nice. So it's got 1 charging port, 3 USB sockets. Obviously one of those is a fast charge, and then it's also got the cigarette lighter style output for charging bigger items. Some people even use them for sort of air pumps, electric air pumps for boats and stuff like that. It does have a light built into it, which is extremely bright, and also has an SOS function, just in case you ever get stuck somewhere. It's got a 38,000 mAh rated battery. Like I said, it is lithium, so it's quite lightweight for the size, and you'll get absolutely loads of chargers for your mobile phone out of this. A couple of chargers on a laptop. Realistically, if you're doing a few nights on the bank, what more could you ask for? Next up, we've got the 5-panel foldable 100-watt solar panel from the guys over at Totalcool. This bit of kit is literally invaluable to someone like myself who needs a laptop on the bank, or to somebody that goes regular French trips and needs to charge bait boat batteries. This thing with a 100-watt output will charge a bait boat battery in no time at all, and it folds down really small because of the design. It's made out of really sort of tough and durable type material, and I can't see that this wouldn't last an extremely long time. It's got a little stand built into the packet as well, which you can open up just so you can angle it at the sun so that it gets maximum power. It's got a USB-C socket in the back and a USB, and then obviously there's a main power output, so you could charge things like the Totalpower 500, but we'll get onto that later. This really can charge anything. If you're looking to take bait boats to France and then obviously you want to keep your batteries topped up, this is the one. If you're like me and you regularly need a laptop on the bank, this is also extremely good for that. The USB-C socket on this has got a 60-watt output, which means I can literally run my MacBook Pro straight from this, and all I need is a sunny day. Next up, we've got this. This is the Totalcool 3000 air cooling system. Basically what it is, it's almost like air conditioning for your van or for your car, or in our case, potentially for a bivvy. If you've got like a week-long stay in a bivvy ahead of you, and it's really hot like it is today, then something like this could make the stay a lot more comfortable. It's extremely easy to use. Just pop the lid off like that, and then inside there, you've got sort of like a meshy type sponge, and that stays in there. You fill it with water, the sponge sort of soaks the water in, and then obviously it's got a fan that blows the air through that sponge and then out through these vents at the front. Obviously, because the sponge is wet with the cold water, it then obviously cools the air as it comes out, and you get up to 45% cooler air at a 7-metre range. So if you're putting this inside of a bivvy, that's going to cool it down in there nice and quickly. And one other thing that I should probably mention is that when you put the water in it, you can also add a few drops of an essential oil. Obviously, it just gives that fragrance as you go through. So perhaps maybe a citronella type oil, obviously keep those mosquitoes at bay during the hot weather. So although it is made out of a nice lightweight plastic, it does feel extremely durable, and it can be powered from a couple of different options. It can be done by 12 volt, 24 volt, or obviously mains power. Now, mains power is not normally something that's available on the bank, but that does lead us into our next item, which is the Totalpower 500. We'll get into that in a minute, and exactly how you can achieve mains style power while you're out fishing. This cooling system comes with all of the leads that you need to get it going. It is extremely quiet, so it wouldn't sort of keep you awake at night or anything silly like that. And yeah, I mean, I think it's an excellent bit of kit. Admittedly, it's not going to be for everyone, but like I say, if you've got a long stay in a bivvy, then this would make it a lot more comfortable, I'm sure. Okay, so next up we've got this, the Totalpower 500 power bank.
Oh, no, I went in on this.
Oh, Luke's
Sorry,
just
Iain.
turning up.
Let's move this out of the way.
He's literally been eyeing this up the whole time that I've been here this morning recording this video.
I have
so
been. It looks a very cool bit of kit.
it really does.
And it's right up my street. So some of you guys might know I've actually got a converted Sprinter, and that would look very nice in it. I've had a lot of problems with electrics, completely got rid of my 240 volt system, so I have been eyeing this up the whole time that Iain's been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to jump into your video.
That's okay, I'll let you off this time. But yeah, so basically it's a fantastic bit of kit. You got 5 USB ports, all of them are fast charge, and one of them's a USB-C. And I mean, you probably know more about the sort of 240 type electrics more than what I do, obviously because of what you're doing.
That's it, yeah. So it's got a maximum output of 300 watts, which basically means you can't run a hairdryer or a microwave, but do you really need to? You can still charge your laptop, you can charge drones. You love a hairdryer, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still charge everything that you need to charge, whether that's on the bank or in a van. So yeah, it would be very, very beneficial for what I do and for fishing as well.
Yeah, I mean, from a fishing standpoint, you could basically run anything you could possibly imagine, whether it be a laptop or your mobile phone. God knows how many times you could charge it off of this. It's got wireless charging on the top of it as well. And then obviously, if for any reason you do manage to use all of that, you can plug in the 100-watt solar panel. It will charge it up in, I think it was 6 hours from nothing?
Yeah,
it's
like
so
a full charge
crazy
in that time.
Yeah.
Just to touch upon the wireless charger, it's actually a 10-watt wireless charger. So a lot of wireless chargers that you find are only 5 watts. So it's basically, it should fast charge or fast wireless charge be in 10 watt. But to be honest, you've got, like Iain said, 5 fast charging USB sockets.
500 watts of power.
It's 500 watts total power.
Yeah.
So it's going to do countless laptop charges. I'm salivating at the thought of it. So that's this power back bit done. So
apparently
thanks very
Luke's
much,
taking
Iain.
that with him. So we'll move on to the next item now. Okay, and the last product that I've got with me today from the guys over at Totalcool is this. This is the Totalfreeze 45. As you can probably guess, it's a cool box that runs off of 12 or 24 volt. Now, it is a cool box, but it also has a section in there which is a freeze, hence Totalfreeze. So it basically cools and freezes up to -20. There's a lovely little digital gauge on the side here, and for those of you that are a little bit more techie, there's also a mobile phone app. There's loads of room inside, so you could fit a full week's worth of food, not a problem whatsoever. You could also probably fit a few cold beverages in there, shall we say. This is quite possibly the most rugged cool box that I've ever seen. You've got metal handles, you've got protective corners on all of the sort of edges around the base there, so you're not going to damage it, not through everyday use anyway.
Cool, thank you.
Oh, apparently, Luke is also taking that to go into his Sprinter van. One thing I should probably mention is that you can actually use one of these Total Power packs, and it will run that fridge for up to 50 hours. Again, unfortunately, I don't have the product to show you because someone has taken it. Based on that, I'm going to try and collect all of the items, probably out of the back of Luke's car, and show you how they all work together to create a really unique power and cooling system. Okay, so I've managed to wrestle all of the products back out of Luke's car, and I've got them all here. They're all plugged in to this Total 500 power pack. The air cooling system, I'm running off of a 12-volt system. The Totalfreeze 45, that's coming off of the AC outlet, which is basically like a 240 socket to everyday people. And then obviously all of that is coming from the 100-watt solar panel at the back there. So that is charging this almost at exactly the same rate that power is being used by these guys. So realistically, if you have good weather and good sun, you can almost run a continuous power system, hence a week in France fishing or a week camping, something like that. These products are not going to run out of juice. This is literally the ultimate setup if you want to keep your food cool, yourself cool, and all of your gadgets powered up. For any more information, please pop onto the Totalcool website. There's loads of info about these products, plus a load more on there. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out on any of the latest content from CARPology. Somewhere around me there should be a couple of boxes with some more videos for you guys to watch on our channel. Let me know what you think about those. Pop down into the comments on this one and let me know which one of these items you think is best suited for you and your fishing. Thanks very much.